Hello, this is Mr. Roche. We're here with the Orange Group, working on the Flappy Bird game. Um, we have just inside we're trying to use two different classes. One, we're having a kind of a general class and a specialized class. So in Flap Image Character, there are some general things we're trying to implement, like Move Me. So we made a Move Me function. And one of the problems I'm noticing that we have to deal with, which we didn't deal with in class, was the fact that our dx's and dy's are doubles. And we're um, doing this so that we can have 9.8 meters per second squared as our kind of benchmark. So we can try to make some sort of accurate physics engine. It's sort of like pixels to feet or whatever, but or meters. But we're going to try. So one of the things that like we kind of foolishly did was that when you send it a double, you want it to do this, okay? And you want this to happen. So we actually want to keep these in terms of doubles, okay? So we have to keep we set these as as integers, and that's sort of a bad thing. So we don't do that. Double, okay, or it's a sort of incorrect thing. Another thing was stupid that we did was we gotta go like this. And I don't know, maybe go like that, because there might be some set x to set my dx. Okay, so we'll have them all the same. So go set my, okay, and get my. Okay, so these are called accessor functions, okay, or accessor methods, okay. They allow getting and setting. And some people call them actually setters and getters. And this leads to the interface of the object. These are these things that when you hit dot, they show up, they allow you to kind of access the object, because we are wisely keeping our data private, which is following general object-oriented programming techniques, which we like to do when we can. So that's what's going on, okay? So what we want to do is we want to kind of use this and see what happens now, okay? Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to go back over to the frame now, okay? We have our banana. Our banana is a character, so anything we say in the characters, even though it's a Flappy Bird, it's a more specific Flappy Bird, even though the character stuff we can still use. So I'm going to go banana dot set my dy, okay? And I'm going to set this to be like a negative number, like 10.0, okay? Or like 9.8. We'll have it like do negative gravity right now. Okay, 9.8, okay? And let's see what happens if we run it. I want this to work. I'm going to run it. I just ran it like before just to look at it, and it doesn't work. And I know why, though. Let's try to figure out why. Can you figure out why? Okay, so you just want to shout it out. Okay, over in characters, what we're doing is we're running this thing called Move Me. Okay? And the thing is, because we're running these things as like J frames, we need to actually move the J frame. So we need to run this set location thing again. And that's going to help us a lot, I think. And let's just make sure, double click or double make sure that when the action performed happens, we actually move this thing, okay? Actually, the thing actually moves, actually not on this so much, is that somebody's got to move the character, right? So I think what we actually have to do is, so this set location's in here, right? So if I do this, right, this is going to be fine, right? Okay. We don't want to, actually, this one's just in charge of, this action perform is really just in charge of pictures. That like allows your picture to kind of be out of sync with the game, okay? But really the frame is going to run all the pictures and stuff just like before, like the ball timer. So what we want to do is we want to move we want to have the banana move. So let's see what happens here if we go banana. Okay. We're hoping. Let's see, does it know where the banana is? Oh, we put it in the constructor. Okay, so another thing we have to do too is make the banana be part of the game here. So I'm going to go the Flappy Bird, and this is up in the constructor of v2 frame, okay? The Flappy Bird banana, okay? And then I'm going to get rid of this so that I'm using like the object up in the class level. So this is a class level object now. We kind of made this just to kind of test it. And now we're going to have to do this. And so now banana move me doesn't give me an error. And let's see what happens. Okay, so I'm going to run it. Boom. Nice. There it goes. Okay, off into space. Okay, we don't want that really, right? Okay, so what's going to happen though is what we should do is we should make a thing that jumps. And so down in Flappy Bird, okay, let's see. We should make a move me for Flappy Bird, right? Okay. So we should make two things, and you guys can program these for homework, okay? I'm going to make a public void Flappy jump. Okay? And then I'm going to make an overriding public void move me function for the Flappy Bird. Okay? So watch what happens right now. Okay? So I've got my new move me here, right? Okay? So I'm going to say system out, and what this does is, let me get Flappy character out here. Shoot. There you go. Okay, I got flap character. Okay, so flap character has a public void move me, right? And this one will say print line hi from Flappy Bird's move me. I can't move. Okay. And so what's going to happen is this one's going to this is an overrider. This is an overriding method. Okay? And I'm overriding this one. See how it says public void move me right here? Public void move me. And this matches to that. So public void move me. So what will happen now is that the thing won't even go up now. See? It just sits there. And see what it says down here? It goes, hi, I can't do it. So what's going on is it's not running this one, it's running this one. Okay? And that's what happens. This is kind of like Java or object-oriented kind of stuff. Okay? But what we want to do is in Flappy main, okay, in the frame, okay, what we do is I'm going to set its initial speed to 0, okay, and I can actually set the dx2 to 0 because we don't want that changing either. So I'll explicitly do this, okay. So then there they go. Okay, dx, and I just to make sure they're doubles, I'm going to go 0.0, 0.0. Okay, but what I want you to do is, can you figure this out? Okay, what we're going to do is in the Flappy Bird, we're going to have these two methods. Okay, so now you have to don't worry about anything. You just have to do these two things. What do you think has to happen when you jump? What you need to do is you need to set a velocity that's positive, right? That sort of is past, like it sort of overcomes the 9.8 deceleration, like the pull that's pulling you down to the ground, right? So here you have to set a speed, an initial velocity for like the bird, okay? Okay, so what's going to happen is if I go like this and I go, I can call it here. Actually, I can call it. I can call it, or I can just set it. Right? I can go this dot set my dy to be negative like 20. Okay, see this? Okay, so I can do that. Okay, and then if I go into the frame, okay, when there's a key typed, I can go banana jump. Okay, banana dot. What did I call it? Sorry, I gotta go back and look. In the Flappy Bird, what's it called? It's called Flappy Jump. Okay, that's wrong. I shouldn't call it that. It should be like Flappy Jump. Let's just call it Jump. Okay, so I'm gonna name it Jump. Okay, and then I'm gonna go back up into Frame, and I'm going to say banana. This is in frame, v2 frame. I'm going to say banana jump dot. Let's make sure it shows up. Jump, yay! There, jump. Okay, so watch what happens. Okay, so it's happy, right? Okay, so it's just waiting now to have this happen. Okay, so let's see what happens. So here we go, and then you guys for homework can figure out how to make it like not like come back down to earth. Ready, go. Oh, it didn't do it. Let me see. Uh-oh. Let me see. Okay. Yeah, hi, sorry, I figured out what's going on. Listen, we go like this, we run it, right? Alright, everything seems good. I hit the button, you can see the key code goes by like down here, like look at that, okay? But it doesn't move because what's going on is I'm still running this FB move me, right? So there's nothing in there to move it. So I've got to fix that. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn this off, or so I'm going to turn this whole thing off. I'm going to go here, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back over to, I'm going to flap character for a second. I'll pull this over here. And what I want to do is I want to pull some stuff into move me. We don't really care that Flappy Bird goes up and down so much, but what I care is that the while loop happens like this. Okay, so I'm going to keep these two commands. Okay, I'm going to put some space in here, and I'm going to put that in there like that. Okay, I'm going to see what happens. Okay, let me see if I can find X look and Y look. Let me see. Oh, so here's another problem too we got to deal with, because we made all our data private. Okay, so I have to do a set X look. Do we have a set X look? So let's go look and find it if in image character. So image character has to have one of these things. Okay, so this is the thing with like keeping your data kind of public and private and stuff, is that sometimes you have to like do this. I don't want to change this. I want to keep this. But what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to go like this. Okay. I need something that sets and gets the X and Y looks. Okay. So I'm going to have to go public void set my X look. Okay. New X. Don't we have a set XY? I think we do someplace. Yeah, there we go. See this? I have that. Okay. Actually, maybe I could use that. If I could just get the I just need to get the X. I think I just need to get the X value then. Okay. So what I want to do is, let's see. It'd just be easier to make these accessor functions. I'm gonna go like this. I'm gonna say public void set my X look. Okay. Int new X. Okay, I'm going to say xloc equals new X. And I'm going to say public void set my Y load. I'm going to say int new Y. Okay. And then I'm going to say this and this. And then I'm going to like be able to get X and Y too. It's sort of easier. We'll probably use these as we go, such a thing. So I want to say public int get my xloc. Okay, and it's going to return xloc. And I'm going to say public int get my yloc. And it's going to say return yloc. Okay, good. All right. So now over here in this, even inside the other class, so we are a Flappinge character, but right now it doesn't let anybody get at it, right? So I'm going to go like this. I'm going to say yloc. Okay. I'm going to go like this. I'm going to say I'm going to go like this. I'm going to say this dot set my yloc. And that's going to equal this business here. Okay, except that this has to go like this dot get my yloc. Okay, so that should be okay. And we have to go get my dy too. So it's going to be like this.